Hello everybody, this is Skywalker, and I know it's been a long time since I put something up on YouTube. That's because my PlayStation 3 broke down. I have to get it refixed. I haven't gotten it refixed. I'm still going to do all the games I was doing before, like the Skyrim, what else was I doing? Borderlands 2, Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, and also Final Fantasy 3 or 6, whatever the case may be with that title. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to finishing those with you guys on YouTube. But today, I wanted to bring you a little something they call Hearthstone. Now, this is a card game based off the Warcraft series. Warcraft started out as, I think, a top-down strategy game where it was like orcs versus humans. And it's grown to so much more over the years. And like I said, this is a card game. This is the starting screen. As you can see, they have a shop over here. They have the daily quests that you can do. They give you daily quests that are worth gold, in-game gold. Here's your gold count down at the bottom right. The reason I only have 15 gold down here at the moment is because I've been buying packs like mad. I've been trying to buy a pack every 2 days because a new set just came out. We'll get into that in just a little bit. So after you buy something at the shop, this is your open packs button up here on the main screen, and right next to that is my collection. These are all the cards I have. As you can see, usually when you mouse over something, they'll give you a brief description in those little gray boxes right there. So let me go ahead and show you my collection right quick. In order to start the game, you have to pick a champion, and every champion has their own set of particular class cards that they can include their deck. You can't include those class cards in any other champion's deck. On the right over here, you can see I have like Beastman. Oh, these are the titles of my decks. Warrior, Rogue, Paladin, Mage, Warlock, Shaman, Druid. Those are the kinds of classes you have in this game. A bunch of these characters, pretty much every single one, is from the Warcraft series. A lot of this, I think, comes from World of Warcraft, which I really love. I was playing it last night. I'm going to play it in a second after I get this video made for you guys to see. The game is free to play. It's really fun. You can make in-game purchases for cash, or I think even for dust. And that's the arcane dust count right there. I only got 50. You get arcane dust from dismantling cards or winning arena runs, and I'll show you the arena in just a little bit. And then you can go over here to the crafting mode, and these are all the cards that you can make. These are grayed out because I don't have enough. You can right click on any one, I think, for a brief description. Zoom in of the card. This is the this is what you get if you dismantle it on the left. This is what you have to pay if you want to make one on the right. But I only have 50, so it's grayed out. So there you have that. It's really great fun. It's kind of like Magic the Gathering in a sense, where each turn you get a mana, these little mana crystals. And on the top left of every card, you can see the casting cost. There's a 2. These are all worth 2 right here. And it goes further on down the line, all the way till 7+. I don't know. I think I've seen some like 11s or 12s. But there's a special rule to those because you can only get 10 max in the game. But let me jump into a game just to show you one of my decks I've made. We're going to go into play mode. There is a solo adventure where you play against the computer. There's also arena where you can play against other people, but you don't get to make a deck, pre-made deck for the arena. They actually go through a series of a draw of 3 different cards, and they'll show you in the top left. It'll give you a choice of 3. You pick one, and then they deal 3 more and take the other 2 away. So that's a really more fast-paced kind of thing. Let's go ahead. I want to show you guys at least one game, how it goes. I will be playing most likely against someone else on the battlenet network that owns this game. It's going to randomly hook me up with someone once I choose my deck. These are the decks I have available. They do have custom-made decks. They're called basic decks. Now, these you get when you start the game. As you can see, there's one for every class. So you can pick one, try and test it out. Every hero, I don't know if you've noticed, let me click on the warrior right here. Every hero, this is Garrosh. Over here in this little circle is the hero power. Every champion's got their own power. This particular one is armor up, costs 2, as you can see at the top of that little circle there, of that shield. He gains 2 armor, and what that does, it adds to his health, because every champion's got 30 health during each card game. And the point of the game is to take the other champion down to 0. So that's pretty useful for 2. We got a shaman over here. He's got a totemic call, which summons a random totem. So that summons a minion to put on his board. So they all got little unique ones. One of my favorites to play, I think, is my hunter. I'm not going to promise I'm going to win. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and do my mage, because they just came out with a new set of cards, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to take care of 2 birds with 1 stone here. So let's jump on into a game with my custom mage deck. Her power, okay, this is the finding opponent screen, as you can see. So it's going to randomly find me someone. Sometimes it's an AI, depending on the population, I'm guessing, and sometimes it's a real person. So we're going to have to go through this little screen. Shouldn't take very much longer. But yeah, they just came out with a new, like 125 or 175 new cards for the game. Totally free. You do have to earn them. I actually was lucky enough to play this game on the day that the set came out, and they gave me 3 free packs. And I think they're actually telling people that you can still get a pack if you check out the game, so be sure and check out the game soon. I don't know how long that'll last.
You asked for it.
Alright, so this is the table in the background. Right now, I'm getting to picking my starting hand. I can take 1 mulligan. Like, I can choose to not take that card and they'll shuffle me a new one, or I can just take it. I'm gonna get rid of this ancient mage because he costs 4. I like these cheapies. Cheapies are really good for me. Let's see how it deals me a new card. So it randomly deals you another card if you don't want it. I'm gonna go second, so they give me a card called the coin. Now this is a spell that you just cast and it'll give me 1 extra mana this turn only, so it's like an extra one of these crystals right here. The board's interactive. It's pretty nice. You can click on random things over here on the sides. You can stoke the flames over here. They got like 3 or 4 different boards going on. So, you know, if your opponent's taking its time, you can always fidget around with the stuff out there. Here's my hero power as a mage. I get a fire blast. I get to deal 1 damage, and that's any target I choose. So if I had enough mana, I would click it, and then I'd drag my arrow either over here to the champion or any of the monsters on the field that I choose. Let's see what kind of cards we got. We got a flying machine over here. This is one of the new Goblins vs. Gnome cards, and we got another one over here called the Enhanso Meccano. Pretty nice. At this stage in the game, I don't really have anything I can play, so I'm gonna end my turn. I do have these spells here. Ice Lance and Frostbolt, but there's no really good targets for it at the moment. I'm going to see if I can get a minion out on the board. Now that we have 2 mana crystals, I'm going to go ahead and use my coin over here to get an extra mana crystal. There's a lot of nifty little animations. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know how good the recording is going to be. This is going to be my first video using the XSplit program because I've gotten a new computer. I bought an Optiplex Dell 960 and it's like got 8 gigs of RAM, all kinds of stuff. I just got to get a better graphics card, I think. But yeah, there's some random animations, as you can see. This one's got a little wind going around it. It's got a power called Wind Fury, and what that does is it allows it to attack twice, which is really nice. Every minion usually only gets 1 attack every turn. This is the health of a card on the bottom right. See that little droplet? That's the health. The yellow circle on the left is the attack. So, and the top left, of course, is the casting cost, which we already discussed. This guy's passed his turn. Another spell, Mirror Image.
That was a mistake.
You can actually chat with other people. These are the few things you can say. I'm going to say I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry.
You can actually threaten them. You can say hello. You can say well played and stuff. I'm going to go ahead for now and bring out this mirror image so we can discuss taunt. I'm rushing through this because I don't really know how long this game's going to take. Let's attack twice with my little flying buddy over here.
Stay on target.
Okay, these guys have taunt, which means if my opponent wants to attack, he has to get rid of these guys with the shield first. So that's pretty useful.
Played.
I'm just going to go ahead and ping him for 1. End my turn. So this game is pretty nifty. There's a lot of different combinations you can make. Certain cards work well together and others don't. Combos for me are really fun. That's one of the things I really liked about Magic the Gathering card game, and they certainly have them in this game as well, so that's a fun thing to do. I kind of, honestly, with this deck, I was excited about the Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion pack and try to get as many of these little mechs as I could in here, and cards from that set. And I'm doing a lot of freezing. He just froze me right there. When a character is frozen, you can see on the right, he misses its next attack. So, as long as they're frozen, they can't attack at all. They can defend, they can take damage, but you can't attack with them. And that's an ability I have with some of my spells. Freeze. Freeze. What do I want to do here? You know what I'm going to go for?
What to do?
I'm going to freeze the main guy.
Well played.
Then I'm going to use my Ice Lance on him, because it's going to deal an extra 4. And I'll attack this guy twice.
Stay on target! Stay on target!
End that turn. So yeah, I'm just going to play through one match, and I'm going to quickly show you the solo adventures, the shop real quick, and as much as arena I can. I don't have enough money to actually show you the arena process, unfortunately, but I can give you a real brief description. Again, this is free to play. You can probably go on battlenet.com or Hearthstone something. I will try to include links in the description of this video for you guys. Again, it's been a while since I've recorded, so I'm just trying to see how this XSplit's going to be working out for me on my PC. And yeah, I hope you guys like what you see so far. But we got 30. It's 30 to 20. I'm winning, so I'm not doing too bad. Let's see what I can manage. Ooh, wow, that's not good. Let's see. Let's bring this guy out. Let's get one of these Murlocs. I don't know if you've noticed, but the attack over here is green. That's because it's been buffed by his fellow Murloc. See, this one says all other Murlocs have +1 attack. And as far as finding out what a card is, or like what category it falls under, you can go to the bottom. As you can see down there, it says Murloc on the Grimscale Oracle. Alright, maybe I can just ping this guy for 1 and go ahead and attack twice with my Flying Buddy.
Stay on target!
Job's done.
So if you guys have played this game before and you're checking me out, let me know what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right. Let me know what kind of decks you want to see. Like if I get enough requests, maybe I'll throw something up on the screen again. This is just an introductory video. I'm not really going to do a let's play of this. I may or may not decide to do another one. Say, hey guys, I wanted to show you this or that aspect of this game, or I just made a new deck and got a new legendary. I may do that, but like I said, you gotta let me know. This game is a lot of fun. If you guys want to add me on Battlenet, I'll include that in the description, my Battlenet tag. You can see my name in the bottom left-hand corner over there. It's sskywalkerr. I think it's just like hashtag 1437 afterwards, but I'm not sure. I'll have to include it in the description of this video. What's this guy doing? He's got all these totems. Flame Tongue Totem. Healing Totem. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Oh, good. He's still dealing with my taunters. He's turned one of my guys into a frog, which is not healthy. Not good for me at all. What are we going to do here? Gosh darn it. Well, I got 6 to deal with. I think we're going to do this.
Nox Ramus is all.
And I might... I'm going to end my turn on that note. I'm going to let him deal with... he's only got 1 attacker, so I'm going to let him deal with this. And then I'll have to take that out. That way I'm not taking any damage, because that's giving adjacent minions +2 attack. Gosh, I think I ran out of stuff to say about this game. I mean, there's still more abilities that I haven't discussed. There are things like Charge, which allowed you to attack as soon as you're summoned, because usually after you summon a creature, it has a summoning sickness of sorts, or it's It's sleeping. As you can see, the Z's on this character right here, the Kazan Mystic. That means you can't attack until next turn. Charge allows you to attack as soon as you show up on the board. That's nice. They have battle cries, and that's like a one-time use power usually when they are summoned. They have a death rattle. Death rattle is when it dies, it has like a one-time power. Stealth. Stealth says can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage. So this card's pretty much untouchable until I decide to attack with it. What are we gonna do here? I'm gonna go 1. I like the same Hanso Mechano. Let's do this.
Trespasser!
We're gonna take this thing out over here. I can still attack with all these people. All right. Come on. I think game's being a little slow because I got XSplit running. Oh, see. There's a timer, so you can't... People won't be able to take their time with your game because this little fuse shows up, and then once it gets to the end, it gives you like 1 second, then it forces you to end your turn. I'm in pretty good position. It's 30-9 right now. I've got 2 taunters on the field, so they're gonna have to deal with those first. She's only got 1 attacker. Or he, whoever. I think I can take this game home during my next turn, and then I'll give you a quick rundown of the shop and also the arena, and then we'll call it quits there, and I'll leave it at that. Again, I do apologize for the lack of videos. I'll be working on that. I just have to get enough money to afford to fix my PS3. I might have to buy a brand new one, which is going to take me even longer because that's expensive. And if they don't want to fix it a second time after it's already been taken to get fixed once, I don't know. You know, I'm going to flip out. Alright, let's see if I can win this. Punchification. There we go. That was a pretty good game. 30-0. I'm pretty happy with that, especially on camera. I didn't expect it to go so well. There's a victory screen. Down below you can see the crowns right here. Every time you get 3 wins, they'll end up giving you 10 gold. And again, gold is good towards packs and arena runs. Packs will get you new cards. That's the daily quest. I got 6 out of 40 destroyed 40 minions. So there you have that. You can play in casual, which means you don't lose or gain status in the big, I don't know, what do you call it, the online tables. I forgot what the name is. Over here in ranked play, you will gain or lose stars, and I think the best rank is rank 1, which turns you into gold. So that's pretty good. I'm at 17. I usually try to go to 20, and then I just relax, because at 20, they end up giving you new card backs. That's another thing I can show you real quickly. Choose your card back. So if you get to rank 20 every month, I think they come up with a new card back, and I've won quite a few. All of them have little animations of their own, and your opponent will see that on the board, like, because they obviously can't see your hand. These are the backs of the cards. There's a pirate one, that's pretty cool. The water and the turn-in shifting. Looks like a pumpkin. This is a goblins versus gnomes one. I like my green one over here. Where is it? The black temple one. That stained glass look. So yeah, that's the options menu. Yada yada. Let's go back. Let's resume. Let's go back. Let's show you the shop really quickly to see what's going on at the moment. We have the classic cards, and we have the goblins versus gnome cards. Here's the list of what you can buy. You can see you can actually spend real money if you want to get some packs, up to $70 for 60 packs. I myself have only been buying it with in-game money. As you can see, one pack costs 100. This is the goblins versus gnomes, the new expansion they just came out with. I'm really happy about this. it opens up a lot of opportunities for a lot of these players out here with new combos and some of our characters we saw playing the Warcraft game, either the strategy game or the World of Warcraft, like MMO game. On top of cards, we also have an adventure that was released a couple months back. This is called The Curse of Nox Ramus. I've already bought this, and it's like a 5-part adventure that you have to play against bosses, and there are cards to win, as you can see. So they introduced new cards with the release of this adventure, and you would have to beat the bosses in order to get the cards. And let's go back and see that right now. This is called a solo adventure. Now, originally, I think they gave everybody... Okay, there's a practice mode, and here's Nox Ramus. Let's do normal. There's a little description down here. I'm not going to read it. Nice animations going on. For a little free-to-play Warcraft game, this is actually pretty fun and pretty good looking. They do voices for certain cards and a lot of sound effects. They do voices for certain characters. Okay, originally I was going to say they give you the Arachnid Quarter, and these were all locked down here. And you would have to buy them for 700 gold, or I don't know, you could pay like $7.99 for the whole thing, or $7.99 per quarter. I don't remember what the price was, but I was spending I would wait like 3 weeks to earn 700 gold, and I would open a new quarter. Every quarter's got a few bosses, and you can see at the end there's a chest that's usually closed before you play it, and that'll give you a brief description of some of the cards you can win by defeating these bosses. Let's just go look at one.
Anubricon is one of my finest spider lords. Good luck, interloper.
As you can see, they add a little sugar, a little spice. It's really fun to see. A lot of these creatures, I think everyone might have been a boss in the World of Warcraft game itself. I'm not sure if they still have these bosses today. I'm pretty sure they might have changed a few out. But it's kind of interesting to see how the card game, these particular battles, pan out. I don't know if you've ever done the raids, but there's a certain trick to every boss. Every boss has got their own strengths and weaknesses, and there was instances where you had to do a little dance and make a little love with your party members, and they try to show you a little bit of that in a unique way in this game and in this extra Nox Ramus quarter thing, and that's pretty neat. So be sure and check that out. I'm not going to go through it now because I'm pretty sure I'm over the 20-minute mark already. But here's the champion you'd be fighting in the Arachnid Corner, Anubricon. Here's the power. Summon a 3/1 Nerubian for 2. And all these guys are bosses. They're not just your normal champion. They're really tough. You're going to have to make some decks that are going to be able to handle it. You're going to have to figure out, like I said, their strengths and weaknesses, but it's a lot of fun. I do suggest that there are cards that are worthwhile out of this Nox Ramus. And like I said, if you have the patience, you can just win the gold. And once you got 700, buy yourself a new quarter over time. Or you can buy it, I'm pretty sure it's not too expensive. For a cheap price, you can unlock the whole thing at once. And you can have a hack at that. So that's one of the adventures, The Curse of Nox Ramus. I can't wait till they bring out more. I'm not sure when. I haven't heard any news on any more. Briefly, they got class challenges where they force you to play a particular class against a particular boss, and they go, can you handle this boss with this particular deck we've given you? And then they have unlockables. Like, let's check out the Paladin one I haven't done. Paladin challenge. I get Avenge if I do the Paladin challenge. So there's that. So those are the class challenges that also come with the solo adventure. And you can do heroic mode, which is a lot harder of a boss fight. Like, they double the health, or they beef up the power of the class power of the champion, or they give you a weird deck to play or something like that. So there's the solo adventure screen. We covered pretty much everything else except the arena. Let's check out the arena real quick, and I'm going to bring this video to a close. Oh, I got arena going on right now. I didn't even know. Okay, well, the way this works is when you enter the arena screen after you purchase, I think it's 150 gold coins to enter. I'm not sure how much is in real game money. I'm really not sure. You're going to enter this screen. It's going to give you a choice of only 3 champions. You can't choose any more than the 3 they give you. I'm pretty sure it's random. Once you choose a champion, I guess it'll show up down here, and then they'll deal 1, 2, 3 cards in this very same box, and you get a choice of one of those 3. After you pick one, the other 2 are taken out, and they do 3 more. So there's a lot less. I had my time to make my own strategy feel to this. It's like you just got there and someone dealt you some cards and say, here, play with this deck, and you had limited choice. So it's a challenge. The arena is a challenge. The minimum you can win, even if you get 3 losses, no wins, I think is like 50 gold and 1 pack, or 1 pack and 40 dust or 20 dust. So I mean, 150 coins. You're getting your money's worth, and you got a chance to win more. For every like 1 or 2 wins, you end up getting an extra reward. They'll give you cash, like I said, packs of cards, or dust. So that's the arena run in a nutshell. So there you have it, guys. That's been the Hearthstone game. I have been Skywalker. I can't wait to see you guys again. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Post in the comments. Comment. Wish me luck on getting my PS3 fixed. That way we can hit up those other Let's Plays that I started. Congratulate me on getting my new Optiplex Dell. I'm so happy to get this new computer. That other one was such a piece of junk. And I will see you guys next episode.